Ooh. Is that going to bug it up things? I hope not. Yeah. Hoo. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. Woo! Woo! Yeah. Hey, what's up, baby? Bienvenidos. Whoa. This is the MEANINGWAVE Top 50 by Joe. Yeah. It's about that time. We're going to be counting down the 50 most streamed tracks in the MEANINGWAVE universe today. And we're doing it today. And then the most 50 streamed MEANINGWAVE tracks in the MEANINGWAVE universe today. And for the past 4 weeks, I do believe it is. Yeah, welcome. How y'all doing? Make some noise if you locked in live. Nuke that like. Ring your mum is going down. Hola! Whoa, good. How's everyone doing out there? It's Saturday afternoon as we're broadcasting live. As we doing this live. You may be watching this on the replay or something like that. Shout wherever you are, whatever you're doing. We're glad you're here. We're very grateful to you for choosing to spend your time with us. What a places you could be. Imagine that. We're going to get right into it. Right into it by Joe. We're kicking off the MEANINGWAVE Top 50 countdown at number 50.
It's this fear of discomfort. People have this extreme...
Dr. Joseph Rogan, Akira the Dog, get that good feeling.
Their associations with exercise. They want to avoid discomfort. They feel like any type of exercise is just like something to be avoided. That's not for me. Fuck that. I don't want to sweat. I don't want to strain.
I don't want to sweat.
I don't want to strain.
No.
Sometimes this association that they have is about the beginnings of getting in shape. It's not about once you're actually fit. Because once you're actually fit and you look forward to it, it feels great. If I can't get a workout in, I look at my schedule and go, oh shit, I don't have any time for a workout, which means I'm not going to get that good feeling. And so instead of looking at it like, oh, I've got to go grunt and sweat, I'm thinking I'm not going to feel good. I'm not going to feel relaxed. I'm not going to feel carefree. Even appreciative, like my appreciation of things, and it gets enhanced greatly after exercise.
Whoa.
I just feel better.
Uh-huh.
I want to sweat, I want to strain, I want to sweat, I want to strain, I want to sweat, I want to strain, I want to sweat, I want to strain. Get that good feeling, get that good feeling, get that good feeling. I want to sweat, I want to strain, 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 I want to sweat, I want to strain. Get that good feeling, get that good feeling, get that good feeling. It feels great.
Yeah, number 50. Get that good feeling, Akira the Don and Dr. Joseph Rogan. At number 49.
Knowledge out there, so much information, so many ways.
I wonder how many times we're going to see this fine young man. Akira the Don and Jocko Willink.
We're the product
One shot
of our mistakes, and oftentimes
from the album Get Some.
There, right in front of our face. It's there to be learned, but we miss it, or we don't pay attention to it, or we think we know better until it punches us in the face. And the most important thing to learn is that we have so much to learn. We all do. And we can learn from school and people and from experience, and we learn from life. You get
one shot
at this game right here. Life.
One life.
That's all you got.
Whoa.
One shot. You have to process the information. You have to absorb it. You have to accept it. You have to open your mind. You gotta free your mind so that you can learn and make real progress. And as far as regrets, some things I wish I would have done differently, of course. Hindsight hindsight is 2020, and looking back, of course, who wouldn't want to take another go at something and improve on the first try by doing it again. And then why not do it again and again and again? Why not do it over and over again until you have it perfect? The fact is, you don't get that chance.
Wait up!
You get one shot.
Whoa!
One shot at this gig right here.
Life. Whoa, whoa!
That's all you got. One shot.
That's right, baby. One Shot by Jocko, Willink, and Akira. The Done is number 49 in the MEANINGWAVE Top 50. How many of you out there have been streaming that record? The MEANINGWAVE Top 50 is made up from all your streams on all major DSPs, Spotify, Instagram, etc. Some platforms have a heavy onus to certain tracks and others to others, but this is the totality that we have worked out. When I say we, I mean Jason Eva. Shout out to Jason Eva, who does the working out of these things. What's up, Fade? It says, I love the one about want to exercise, just go do it. That one's dope. Do you think that's going to pop up in the top 50? I don't know. Matthew Felty says, sweet graphic. Thank you very much. Every time I bring that graphic in, it almost crashes OBS, so I'm not going to be bringing it in very often. I bought in the original file that Jake sent over to me when he made it for me, and it's like massive. It's 8K or something. OBS doesn't like it, but it is very sweet. Shouts out to that. And you know, because we have such excellent top 50 graphics, we're going to be doing a lot of excellent top 50s, so hold tight for the excellent top 50s. Lots of different kinds of top 50s can be done. Top 50 songs, top 50 albums, top 50 songs of the year, top 50 featured artists, top 50 awesome people in the chat. Make some noise for yourselves. Wow.
That's all you got.
Uh-huh. A new entry. New on the list. I do believe.
So the accountability mirror is something that I kind of came
Number 48.
in high school. Like I said, I started shaving my head when I was 16. I got caught up in trying to impress so many people because no one liked me. So I developed so many different identities. Let me sag my pants. You know, let me pull my pants up. Let me talk this way or act this way or be this way or whatever the hell it may be. God, dog, there's so many different things I did to try to fit in with so many different groups that when you look in the mirror, that's the one person you can't lie to. So every morning I would shave my head thinking, God, I would reflect back on some of the lies I may have told somebody or some of the ways I acted that I didn't feel comfortable doing. And I did it to impress other normal people. The key word there is normal, everyday people. I was trying to make other people like me. How pathetic is that? So this mirror would always tell me my reflection.
Goggins and Theo overspoken.
Pathetic man.
I feel like Goggins and Theo should speak.
So I would just start having myself accountable. How did I attack today? How did I attack yesterday? And if I didn't do something I was proud of, I'd write down a sticky note and I would fix it.
Fix it.
And I would
Fix it.
So then my senior year in high school, it was a totally different David Goggins. There was a lunch table. I wanted to sit the cool guy lunch table, man. I wanted to, even though everybody was calling me a nigga all the time, I wanted to try to act like somebody I wasn't so I could fit in. I sold my soul to the devil. No, I'm David fucking Goggins. That's who I am. And so I wrote down on a piece of paper, fuck the table, sit by your fucking self. And that's what I did, and guess what happened? My table became a table people started sitting at. Because a whole bunch of people in that lunchroom felt exactly like I did. Fuck the table, sit by your fucking self.
You dig?
Fuck the table, sit by your fucking self. Fuck the table, sit by your fucking self. Fuck the table, sit by your fucking self.
Accountability Mirror. Accountability Mirror, Akira the Don and David Goggins in the Meaning Wave Top 50. That there is at number 48. And at number 49, we already did that. 47 comes after 48. Shouts out to everyone locked in. Mike Better says, who else had to stop listening to Meaning Wave to come watch the Top 50 Meaning Wave? That's a very good point. What up, Eric Waters says, Meaning Wave Top 50 for breakfast. Let's go. Speaking of breakfast, I feel that song is like the Breakfast Club of Meaning Wave songs. Somehow, it feels like a John Hughes movie. Anyway, Meaning Wave Top 50, number 47.
Akira. I guess it keeps coming up to me.
Make some noise to Terence McKenna.
What are we supposed to do?
Don't you worry.
I keep saying, de-emphasize anxiety. Reassure people.
Reassure people.
You meet people who say, I'm really scared. I'm scared about my job. I'm scared. And so you say, don't worry. You don't know enough to worry. That's God's truth. Who do you think you are that you should worry, for crying out loud? Don't worry.
That's God's truth. How did that happen?
It's a total waste of time. It presupposes such a knowledge of the situation.
Yo, that crazy logo.
In fact, a form of hubris.
The logo just hijacked the whole thing.
No, what you do is just pay your bills and, pack heat if you need to and don't worry.
Yeah.
That's all. Yes.
Thank you, Terence.
Worry is praying to the devil. That's right. Worry is betting against yourself. Wi Po Yang, a great Chinese Taoist who wrote many, many commentaries on the I Ching. He was asked at the end of his life, what was his conclusion of a life of studying the I Ching? He said, worry is preposterous.
Worry is preposterous.
That was it. Don't worry.
You don't know enough to worry.
That's God's truth. Who do you think you are that you should worry, for crying out loud? Don't worry.
That's God's truth right there. Don't worry.
You don't know.
Akira the Don and Terence McKenna. Next up. This one I do believe is our highest increase. Is this the highest increase? It's it's gone up 31%.
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing
A
their
31% stream increase.
if you can trust
And a re-entry.
when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too.
If
Wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream, and not make dreams your master. If you can think, and not make thoughts your aim. If you can meet triumph and disaster, and treat those two imposters just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to
okay.
and stoop and build them up with worn out tools.
If
I don't know about that. Some of them maybe,
number 45,
but I think some of them
Dr. Joseph.
disappoint. There's also an issue with momentum. You're not used to doing it. It's not a part of your life. Something you're accustomed to pushing yourself. There's been many days where I didn't want to work out.
Shouts out to everybody locked in. Smash that like, nuke that like.
Force myself. And I think there's very few
If you've not yet nuked that like, it is your duty. Do your duty, nuke that like.
skill. You have to have like real.
Let's get YouTube sending out notifications. Let's get YouTube to do its job.
You don't allow yourself to back out of things.
Do something. Do something.
Do something. Do something.
Do something.
Uh-huh.
Do something.
Uh-huh.
Do something. Do something. Excuses are a giant part of the problem. It's not simply a physical health issue. There's also mental aspects of it, and discipline's a big one. I just know way too many people who are weak mentally. I can't just chalk it off to only the way they physically feel. Because I felt like shit 100 times, and then I worked out, and then I felt way better. It's just a fact of life. That's real. Boom! Do something. Do something. Do something. Do something. Do something. Do something. People don't know how to do something. If you're used to doing it, get in your car.
Sit down.
Drive to the office.
Sit down.
Go to the lunch.
Sit down.
Go to the board meeting.
Sit down.
Get in your car.
Sit down.
Get home.
Sit down.
Then go to the gym.
Ugh.
Fuck off.
That's right.
It's one thing if someone has a legit physical issue, but there's a lot of people who do not.
Hey, yo, we got some advice in the chat.
Just have poor diet choices.
Windrunner says, can someone tell me to stop doing whippets?
Of this,
Stop doing nitrous oxide whippets.
they're accustomed.
And Sarah
To being lit.
jumped right in there and said, stop doing whippets!
You don't have to
Steve-O did it, you can too.
something.
And I think if Jocko was here, he would probably say,
Kettlebell, you just
stop doing
if you push,
whippets.
you get your blood pumping, you're moving, you're alive. To say you don't have enough
Simple.
exercise, that is crazy.
Do something less boring instead.
Fucking refrigerator. Well, you can exercise. Do something.
Whoa! 10 burpees right now.
Do something. Do something. Do something.
Windrunner and everybody else. I would join you too if I didn't have a wired earpiece in. 10 burpees right now.
Nothing crazy. Just walk around the block. There's 80-year-old ladies who take yoga with me. They're fucking really old.
Really old.
And they're in there. They're going after it. They could easily say, I don't have the energy to do that. But they don't.
10 burpees will give you
They make a decision.
a similar
You have to kill yourself. You don't have to go
effect
to CrossFit class
without any of the side effects
out of the day.
if you do them really intense.
You don't have to do that.
But,
But you have to do something. Just keep your blood moving. Your body has requirements. It wants to move. It wants to move. And when it does, you feel better. But people like to give themselves this excuse. I do not have.
Matthew Felty says, look at NIH studies of impact and get an accountability partner.
If you decide
I
that,
would say consider MEANINGWAVE Autonomous Zone your accountability partner.
100 of them on
Also, you can. You can use this place as an accountability partner. You can always come here
fuck it, I'm gonna jump some rope.
and people will let you know what the fuck is up.
Do something. Do something. Do something. Do something.
Boom! Do something. Do something. Do something. Do something. Do something. Do something. Do something.
Push, 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 push.
Pull that shit up. Number 45, Do Something with Dr. Joseph Rogan. Number 44, This Is It with Jocko Willink.
I've been lucky. I've been blessed. I've had a life that I would not trade with anyone
Anyone.
in the world. When you talk about Ramadi, that was the highlight of my life. Because I was leading men in combat, which was something that I always wanted to do. And something that I felt that I was destined to do. And when I was in that situation, I knew that. I don't look back and say, oh, I wish I would have enjoyed that. No, I knew it then.
What's that?
This is it.
Ah, shit.
This is it. This is it. This is what you have been waiting for your whole life and what you really have been preparing for your whole life. And I was lucky to be there and I was lucky to have.
This is it with Jocko Willink at number 44 and number 43. It's our first entry from Dr. Alan Watts. Was he a doctor?
So it all comes down to this basic question.
Why have you come here?
Beings have for a long
It's that big question.
concerned about
Why have you come here? International high five. Let me know where you from and why have you come here. One word.
Can be transformed. Or is it simply a process which is nothing more than a vicious circle? I could ask,
Why have you come here? What are you looking for? Why have you come here? What are you looking for?
why have you come here?
10 burpees are not easy, says Ill Ink.
Why have you?
Alright, you keep doing them, they'll get easier.
What were you looking for? Would it be too presumptuous of me to say?
Joshua says, holy truck, 10 is not as easy as I thought.
You would hear somebody
No,
who has
it's not.
nothing to say,
No, it's not. I did 100 the other day.
be of help and relevance
It was difficult.
to you as members.
The ones I don't like are burpees over the bar. Like on their own, burpees is nothing compared to burpees over the bar. Doing that jump, that sideways jump, is just like a whole extra level of upset.
A complex of problems, any one of which would be bad enough. But when you add together all the great political, social, and ecological problems with which we are faced,
Man, the whole chat is just screaming about stopping whippets.
naturally says,
Stop whippets!
reason why we are in such a mess.
Yeah, when I hear the word whippet, I think of them little dogs.
Wrong systems,
And I think they should be stopped as well.
whether they be technological, political, or religious.
Landy Lodge in Florida came for the vibes. Derek from Texas, peace. Richard Mack, Alaska, to enjoy the vibe.
Systems may be all
Robert O'Day, Nantucket, for some motivation to get after it. You're gonna find
because
mucho get after it.
are all
You got to get after
There
it.
you go.
self-seeking.
And the other thing I think of when I hear whip it, I think of that Devo song. Ding 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 ding.
Afraid of pain,
All right, Stoic, 80 burpees in Texas. Get after it.
unwilling really to cooperate with others, unwilling to be open to
Xyloprone, stop the breeding process of small dogs. Exactly.
too bad.
Matthew Felty, Colorado, came for community. That's nice.
Why have you come here? What were you
Whoa! Logan Mars.
looking? Why have you come
Why
here?
have you come here? What were you looking for? Why have you come here? What were you looking for? Why have you come here? What were you looking for? You were looking for the international high five, weren't you? I know you were. Get your hands caught back. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, whoop, 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 whoop. There, now it's official like a referee's whistle. Number 43, why have you come here? Number 42. The Willink.
What do I do when I'm broken? When I'm broken, I relish it. I relish it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use it. Because if I'm broken, I just find limitations. And until I know what my limitations are, how can I push them? How can I get better? But once I feel it, once I see where I was broken, then I can attack that weakness. I can fill in that gap. I can reinforce that breach. If you break, it means it's time to fortify your will to make it stronger.
Whoa!
When I'm broken, I relish it.
Yeah, me too, baby. What else you gonna do? What you gonna do with that power inside you? That was Jocko Willink right there from the album The Path, certified classic. At number 42, number 41 from JBP Wave Aesthetic. This is a nice ass song about making things beautiful. Number 42. Once again, by the way, last night we got hit with 42 copyright strikes again on last night's stream. Who was here at last night's stream, by the way? Who was here for last night's stream? Word around town is last night's stream was crazy. Word around town. What was it? I had a number of messages from people saying it was the best DJ set they'd ever seen. Oh, so, well, that's nice. Thanks. But yeah, he got hit with 42 copyright claims. Exact same number as the previous week. And he got hit with a number of international blocks. I can't remember how many of those. So if you're in a country where that has been blocked, or if the VOD on YouTube has got mutes, don't worry, you can watch it all back on our Patreon. And if you're a channel member, I've put up there a link for you to download the video file. Also, what up, Jackie Payne? Here, so good. That's right. I was here, says Doug from Texas. Founded Records, Colorado. Meaningwave-ish hip-hop artist here. What's up? Jackie Payne is one for the books.
Without that
Yesterday was insane.
to higher being, you know, this
Bungie Animator says I caught it an hour after it was tight.
should clean up their rooms. That's become quite
Xyloprone says go go gadget. Rick Beto in Congress pushing for fair use.
just that you clean.
Is he? Hey, God bless that man.
Also make it beautiful.
Go!
Make it beautiful. Make it beautiful.
Make it beautiful. Make it beautiful.
Make it beautiful.
It's really hard to make something beautiful.
Make it beautiful. It's really worthwhile.
It's really worthwhile.
Make it beautiful. It's really hard to make something beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Make it beautiful. It's really worthwhile.
Uh-huh.
What's really cool is if you learn to make something beautiful, even one thing, if you could just make
Number 41.
in your life beautiful, then you've established a relationship with beauty, and then you can start to expand that
Smash that like if you're in the house.
into the world, like into other elements of your life, and that is
Nuke that like.
it's just incredibly, crazily worthwhile.
Worthwhile.
Make it beautiful. Make it beautiful.
Make it beautiful.
Make it
Make it beautiful.
make it beautiful. It's really hard to make something beautiful.
I mean, Rick Beto really needs that fair use so that he can talk about the Beatles.
Make something beautiful.
Rick Beto just wants to be able to talk about the Beatles on his channel.
People are terrified of it. People are terrified of color.
And I feel him.
It's beige. They're
Shout out to Homie from Digging the Greats.
mass-produced,
He has one of those channels where they talk about hip-hop music. It's a really good one.
and they would
And
get
he's started publishing his like uncompromised work on Patreon.
and so you're gonna stop.
Because Patreon's got like a really good video player now, and you can upload anything to it, and they don't fuck with you.
I think this is pretty, and you know, somebody comes over and goes, hey, what's up with you? It's kind of hard on you.
Video hosting's mad expensive. I've been looking into it,
Link to-
so I'm looking in a way of doing everything on my own website.
Towards-
It's crazy expensive.
Oh, God.
Like,
That's
you
what
know,
you
you take this stuff for granted.
to make an is.
That these giant companies that you speak ill of all the day are paying for your video streaming and hosting. It's an expensive and ridiculous operation.
Make it beautiful. Make it
But
beautiful.
yeah, anyway, fair use on YouTube is balked.
It's really hard to make something.
It's ridiculous that we can't have proper radio shows without getting chased off the air.
Hard to make something beautiful. Make it beautiful. It's really worthwhile. Beauty is absolutely terrifying to people because
But
beauty
it's not going to last forever, baby.
highlights what's up.
This is just the birthing pangs of
And so if you start to make
something beautiful.
well, then everything around that isn't like that just starts to glow in the worst sense. It's terribly dangerous. That's why people are afraid of beauty, but it's the greatest thing you can do.
Yeah!
Beautiful things are beautiful for a reason. That beauty has depth, like it's real depth, man. What gets you in touch with the transcendent and divine beauty. You introduce that in your room. Your
All them wavies in the blah, blah, blah. All them wave emojis in the chat if you like beauty.
make it beautiful.
If you respect beauty.
Make it beautiful.
And if you understand that beauty will save the world.
Make it beautiful.
Wave emojis in the chat.
Make it beautiful.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Make it beautiful.
It's really hard to make something beautiful.
Make it beautiful.
And it's really worthwhile.
Make it beautiful.
It's really hard to make something beautiful.
Make it beautiful. It's really worthwhile.
Wow.
People want to know how to stop the laziness.
Number 41 right there, and at number 40.
Procrastination.
Number 40. Dr. Jocko Willink.
They have
We
some,
got a 2-letter message for you.
you know, some
Just 2 letters, that's all you need.
a vision, what they want to do, but they don't know where to start.
Ain't nobody as good as boiling things down to their fundamentals as
And when's the
Jocko.
start? Where do I start?
2 letters, that's it.
Best time to start. Where do I start? And when's the best time to start? And I have a very simple answer for that.
Here, Quackaroony. Grateful to see you too.
Akira.
That's it.
Go!
You want to improve? You want to get better?
Hey!
You want to get on a workout program or a clean diet? You want to start a business? You want to write a book or make a movie or build a house or a computer or put together some mobile application?
Where you at, Quackaroni? You in Bristol? You in London or something? We did this stream at this time today just for you. Literally, wife and me was talking. It's like we need to be streaming at different times for all those people who happen to be asleep when we normally stream.
Right now.
Spread these streams out. We need to spread the joy. Very important.
You initiate the action of good.
Yeah. Go.
You want to improve?
You want to get better.
You want to get on a workout program or clean diet? You want to start a business? You want to write a book or make a movie or build a house or a computer or put together some mobile application?
Go, baby, at number 40. Go. And at number 39, just go. Do it.
Like active in each
That's Theo right there. Shouts out to Theo.
end of my day each day. Akira,
Whoa,
just like, okay, I
whoa,
want to
whoa.
do this.
I call that going on offense.
Uh-huh.
Instead of being on defense, you just go on offense. I'm going to make some stuff happen.
Hey.
That's a good attitude when you thinking about doing.
What?
Just go do it.
Okay.
Don't even waste time.
Go.
Thinking about doing it, just go do it.
Don't waste time.
Thinking about doing it, just go do it.
Don't waste time.
Thinking about doing it, just go do it.
Yeah.
Thinking about doing it, just go do it.
Yeah.
Thinking about doing it, just go do it.
Don't waste time.
Just go do it. Yeah. Don't waste time thinking about even what you're gonna do at the gym. Just go to the gym and you can figure it out when you get there. I always tell people you can't sit around and wait until you're motivated to do something. If you sit around and wait until you're motivated to do something, who knows when that's gonna come? It may come, but it may not come. And it may only come twice a week. And if it's only coming twice a week, that's a lot less than you actually need. So you don't wait. You don't wait. You just put the discipline on. Thinking about doing it.
Just go do it.
Don't waste time. Thinking about doing it. Just go do it. Don't waste time.
Yeah, yeah.
Thinking about doing it.
Just go do it.
Thinking about doing it.
Just go do it.
Thinking about doing it.
Just go do it.
Don't waste time.
Time.
The crazy thing is, speaking of emotional memory, you know when you get done, you're gonna feel better. Like that's a guarantee. If you go to the gym, you get your workout in, or you do whatever thing you know you're supposed to do, it's a guarantee that when you get done, you're gonna feel better.
Uh-huh.
So remember that emotion, right? And put that thing into play so that you can actually get it done.
The way you're supposed to? Oh,
Thinking about doing it, just go do it.
Don't waste time.
You thinking about doing it, just go do it.
Hands in the air.
Don't waste time. You
Think about doing it, just go do it.
You thinking about doing it,
Just go do it.
you thinking about doing it,
Just go do it.
don't waste
Time.
time. You thinking about doing it, just go do it.
Don't waste time.
You thinking about doing it, just go do it. Don't waste
Whoa.
time. You thinking about doing it,
Just go do it.
thinking about doing it,
Just go do it.
thinking about doing it, just go do it.
Don't waste time. Thinking about doing it. If you're thinking about doing it, if you're thinking about if you're thinking about if you're thinking about doing it, if you're get that hitter, yeah, sit down next to me. Oh, sit down, oh, sit down. Think about doing it. Just go do it. Don't waste time.
We think of present events
Oh, yeah.
being caused.
Crazy. Number 39, just go do it. Don't waste time. At number 38 is time.
Regard ourselves
With
as
Alan Watts.
the puppets of the past.
I do believe this was the first Meaningwave single on Spotify.
Run along by something that is always behind us. Now, to overcome this impression, it's very simple. You begin again with an experiment.
Shouts out to everyone locked in. Smash that like.
Through your ears.
Nuke that like button.
Shut your eyes.
Assert yourself
Make contact with
on that like.
purely with your ears.
Whoa!
And you will realize that the sounds you are hearing are all coming out of silence. You hear? And it fades away. Fades away. Fades, 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 fades. And finally disappears. It's a curious world, this, isn't it? Because you hear all the realities in it. The sounds. Suddenly coming out of nothing. You don't see any reason for them to begin. They just appear, and then they echo away through the corridors of the mind, which we call memory.
That's right.
Now, if you open your
Hey, man like Sagittarius. Thank you for the support, you bad man.
with your eyes, because unlike sounds, the eyes sound static. Or rather, they look static. Everything looks still to your eyes. But you must understand, the world you are looking at,
Meaningwave
light, that
Top 50 is brought to you by MeaningWave.com. Head on over to MeaningWave.com for your Meaningwave needs.
they are vibrating at you.
You can get this fine t-shirt that I'm wearing right here. It's lovely. And lots of other lovely things. We have a resources tab. You can hit that and find Support Meaningwave. There you can find the links to Support Meaningwave.
Vibration.
We have PayPals and Patreons and Bitcoins and ETHs and Venmos. And a Kashap. A Kashap. We also have blogs that let you know what the latest things are. Look, the King of Lo-Fi Christmas came out.
Way into the
Oh!
past.
If you have not checked that out yet, a 4-hour perfectly blended and mixed mix.
So the course
And also a compilation album.
is really
Over 80 Christmas lo-fi classics. What a
always
time to be alive.
in the ocean. Because here's the ship, you see, and it leaves behind it a wake.
Number 37 from the Get Some album. Second Jocko album. Who wants a third Jocko album? Let me know in the chat if you want a third Jocko album.
Things to you.
Ugh.
Underwater with your scuba gear on, rip it off.
Logan Mars, what's up?
Face mask off, tie your regulator, hoses and knots. Just create total mayhem. And eventually they do things that are so horrible to you that you have to come to the surface. And when you came to the surface, what they told you to do immediately was say the words,
I feel fine. I feel fine.
I feel fine.
I feel fine. I feel fine. Banger. Number 36 from the album Goggins. This track a warrior. Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's a very scary situation when you are on one side of the door and your mind is racing because on the other side of that door, it could be no one It could be 4 guys with 4 AK-47s. That door you're about to open could be booby-trapped. So once you open it, boom, your legs are gone. There's 1,000 things you think about when you're the first guy, second guy, third guy, getting ready to go in a room and flood it. And that's why I talk about the warrior mentality. And that's why so many people are lost when I start talking. You have the right. You're lucky that you don't have to think like warriors think. You're very privileged. I chose this world to be a warrior.
What?
To be a warrior. To be a warrior. I chose this world to be a warrior. And I would choose it again if I came back to this world.
Number 36 from the Goggins album, David Goggins.
As I intimated earlier.
And number 35
Everybody.
from the Dreams LP, Everybody is God with Alan Watts.
And our theologians get rather worried about that. Because, you see, the two conceptions of God are different. Our conception is of the boss man, the king. Theirs is of the cosmic centipede, with the many arms, who does not have to think how to make the world.
Quackaroony says, this is too hype, no choice, have to go to gym now.
Make the world, or rather to act the world.
I don't make the rules.
To make the world, how to make the world. That would be an insufferable nuisance. You may think it rather wonderful when St. Thomas tries to explain that God is fully aware of everything that happens, and in every detail is willing each single vibration of any mosquito's wing. But when you really begin to think about it, that approaches intellectuality fast. God heard the embattled nation shout, God strafe England and God save the king. God this, God that, and God the other thing. But God said, God, I've got my work cut out.
Everybody is God.
Skulls on their desks.
Everybody is God, number 35 and number 34. Don't do it.
Morbid.
Don't do it.
Everything's falling apart. So don't try and stop it. When you're falling off a precipice, it doesn't do you any good to hang on to a rock that's falling with you. See? But everything is doing that. And so again, this is another case of our completely lifting our energy in trying to prevent the world from falling apart.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. And then you'll be able to do something interesting with the free energy. With the free energy. With the free energy. With the free energy.
This is one of them ones I think about a lot, you know?
With the free energy.
I think about that rock thing.
Don't do it.
Clinging onto a rock that is also falling.
When the Hindu says everything is unreal, the Westerner reacts and says, no, you can't treat life as a dream. It's serious, it's real, it's for real. And what do you mean by that? And what do you mean by that? Well, how real do you want it to be? This is, in other words, everything, insofar as it's falling apart, everything is changing. It is like smoke. And we all feel that smoke has a lesser degree of reality than wood. It's an image of the evanescent, of the ghostly. So there's this idea the whole world is this mirage. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's only bad if you cling to it, if you try to lean on it. But if you don't lean on it, it's a grand illusion. So the word Maya means not only illusion, but it means art, it means magic, and it means creative power. So this is the big act. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then you'll be able to do something interesting with the free energy. With the free energy. With the free energy. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I look forward to this every single
We got a new entry.
All right, let's take it from the top again.
Yeah. Just in time. Number 33, a brand new entry. The Christmas song, Lo-Fi. That's the first song from the brand new Lo-Fi Christmas 6 album. Just came out. Arciari says, don't do it, changed my life. Yeah, mine too, mate. God bless. Woo! Lo-Fi Christmas 6 is out now. And then, of course, to make things even more wavy, the king of Lo-Fi Christmas just dropped. The king of Lo-Fi Christmas, which is a 4-hour album, compilation album, and mix. The mix is on YouTube and SoundCloud and all the places we put mixes. If you're a channel member, you can download the mix for free. It's there for you. If you're on the Patreon, any of those supporting platforms, you've got it. And you can just press play on that motherfucker and leave it be all afternoon. And it's just like having Akira the Don in the corner DJing for you. Just playing you perfect, lush Christmas lo-fi for your most perfect of holiday seasons. Oh my goodness. How y'all doing out there? Logan says, have you picked up any Mayan or Mormon in Mexico? I've been learning Spanish and Poco Moon with my co-worker. Some Mayan swear words. Hey, this is a Christmas song. Pretty sure this is a Christmas song.
I wonder what you would do if you had the power to dream any dream you wanted.
Number 32.
I wonder what you would do.
What would you do?
If you had the power to dream any dream you wanted. And you would, of course, be able to alter your time sense.
Time sense.
And slip, say, 75 years of subjective time into 8 hours of sleep.
Nice.
You would, I suppose, start out by fulfilling all your wishes. You could design for yourself what would be the most ecstatic life. Love affairs, banquets, dancing girls, wonderful journeys, love affairs,
banquets,
dancing girls, wonderful journeys, gardens, music beyond belief.
Yeah.
Music beyond belief.
Quackaroony says, I for one appreciate ATD claiming his title
beyond belief
and his associated throne as the king of Lo-Fi Christmas. Thank you.
I wonder what you would do.
You gotta do it, man. You can't be waiting for other people to give you your crown, give you your flowers. Take it. Cross the Rubicon. You know what I mean? You gotta take that thing for yourself and declare it so, and then people will go, oh yeah, I always knew that. And they'll call you as if they came up with it themselves.
If you had the power to dream any dream you wanted.
Akira the Don is the king of Lo-Fi Christmas.
A couple of months.
Akira the Don, wave law.
At 75 years a night.
He's got clout.
Be getting a little taste for something different. You would move to an adventurous dimension, where there were certain dangers involved, and the thrill of dealing with dangers.
Smash that like if you've not yet done it.
And you could rescue Prince.
Drone strike that like.
And go on dangerous journeys. Make wonderful explosions and blow them up. Eventually get into contest with enemies. And after you've done that for some time, you think up a new wrinkle.
Yeah.
To forget that you were dreaming.
Forget that you were dreaming.
All for real. And to be anxious about it. Because it'd be so great when you woke up. I wonder what you would do if you had the power.
Massive shouts out to Michael Robot.
I wonder.
Thank you for your generous and powerful support of this enterprise.
Dream any dream you wanted.
Cannot do this thing without you.
Any dream you wanted, any dream you wanted,
Merry Christmas.
dream you wanted. I wonder what you would do if you had the power to dream any dream.
You had the power to dream any dream you wanted to, you would come in here and you would support MEANINGWAVE.
Like children.
That's exactly what Michael Robards did. And that proves Alan Watts' point. Wow. You're going to dedicate this next one to Michael? Hey, it's a MEANINGWAVE classic. At number 31.
Better than alcohol, man. Yeah, and the funny thing is, if you're trying to stop drinking, you need something better than alcohol.
Theo Von is very influential in the MEANINGWAVE universe, low-key.
Man, esteemable people do esteemable
His
things.
presence is felt all around.
Something that you're doing with your life that's worth not getting drunk and screwing up.
Fuck!
You might say, well, why do people drink too much? If you like alcohol, that's a stupid question. Why do people drink too much? Well, because it's great. So why stop?
Well,
You do stupid things when you're drunk. You hurt yourself. You compromise your health. It's really hard on the people around you. You tend to turn into a liar, and it screws up your life. It's like, yeah, but it's pretty fun. Yeah, well, it is. But you need something better than that. And what's better isn't being straight and not making mistakes. It's like that's all prohibition in some sense. What's better is, no, you need an adventure, man. Alcohol is an interesting drug. Alcohol, it's a hell of a drug. Alcohol, it's a great drug. But the problem is, it's a great drug. No, you need an adventure, man. You need to get out there and have something to do, something worth waking up for. That's the substitute for the addiction. Actually, the addiction is the substitute for that. If truth be known.
if truth be known, that's facts, baby. But
Alcohol really is a good drug for coping with anxiety. It makes you more extroverted and enthusiastic, more full of positive emotion. And the second thing it does is reduce anxiety. It's a great drug. But the problem is, it's a great drug for the moment. Alcohol is an interesting drug. Alcohol, it's a hell of a drug. Alcohol, it's a great drug. But the problem is, great drug. Alcohol is an interesting.
Xylopron says Theo Von gets respect. Eric Waters, absolute classic. The drinking song. Bungie Animator says it took me way too long to discover the original Akira's drinking song, which also slaps hard. That would be Akira the Don's drinking song from 2004, I believe.
Interesting drug.
One of those first Akira the Don songs. It was my first Akira the Don music video. It was animated by my little brother. I drew the pictures and then we scanned them and put them in Flash, and my little brother animated them. That was very cool. I was drinking a lot in those days.
Alcohol.
I used to wake up, I had a bottle of whiskey. I would wake up and immediately crack open a bottle of whiskey and get after it. I thought it helped my creative process, which in a way it did. This song here was instrumental in me stopping drinking. I always say when I make an album, there's usually a song in there that is telling me something and I'm resisting it, and making this album, which was Genesis, I believe. This was the song I was resisting, and it's because at the time I was a DJ in Hollywood, and every DJ in Hollywood is a functional alcoholic. You know, people be pouring shots down your neck every time you do something cool, every time they're happy, da-da-da-da-da. But it was making this song that made me realize, no, I have shit to do. I got this MEANINGWAVE adventure. I got this adventure with my family. And while I did used to so love waking up covered in a skip, covered in sick at 6 in the morning, as I mentioned in the drinking song, I had now it was time for me to, really go all in on the adventure I'd chosen for myself. And now it's like, how the heck does anybody get things done with hangovers? It's incredible. If you're able to navigate the world and manage your life at a high level whilst dealing with hangovers, I got mad respect for you, because I cannot.
It's an interesting drug. Alcohol.
Yeah.
Hell of a drug. Alcohol.
Logan Mars says, did Jocko album get you on Surf?
Great drug.
The Jocko album, the reason that the second Jocko album didn't come out for so long was because I can't be making a record until I've imbued the lessons of the first. It would be dishonest and disrespectful. I can't go out there and make a second Jocko album talking about burpees and shit if I ain't doing burpees. When I made the first one, I didn't know what a burpee was. So I was learning, right? I make these records to brainwash myself, partly. I partly make them for that reason, right? So I couldn't be making a second Jocko album until I'd learned the lessons of the first.
It's a great drug.
But it wasn't until I moved to Mexico and I was going to a cafe, and I was working in this cafe, and it was right next to this CrossFit gym, and I didn't know what CrossFit was. But I recognized some of the stuff they were doing from stuff I'd heard Jocko talking about, you know? And there's only so long you can sit there in your cafe watching people getting after it in that manner before you think, shit, I should give this a go, you know? So I wandered in there and signed up for a class. Didn't speak Spanish, and they didn't speak English, but we got it together. And then I went in there that night, and halfway through the first lesson, I stepped out into the street and was heaving in the middle of the road. And then I went back in there and finished it, and I've been going there 5 days a week ever since. That was 2.5 years ago, you know. And you know, it was very not long after doing that and dialing that in, I was able to honestly and conscientiously and confidently make the second Jocko album. And now I can make a billion Jocko albums.
The alcohol, it's a great drug.
It was interesting. I was always destined to go to CrossFit. When I went into that CrossFit gym, I didn't know it was a CrossFit gym. I didn't really know what CrossFit was. And then I was getting messages from, it turned out there was a CrossFit gym right where I lived in Dripping Springs, which was where we were just before we got exiled from the USA. And they're fans of MEANINGWAVE in there. And it turns out that Jocko goes there when he's in Texas. So I would probably have ended up, I would have, whatever timeline Akira the Don is in, he ends up doing CrossFit aged 40. And getting that aspect of himself together. I think that's a canon event.
The alcohol is an interesting drug because it actually doesn't make people stupid. People who are drunk will take far more risk, and you might say, well, that's because they're too stupid to understand the risk. It's like, no, they're not. If you ask them about the risk when they're drunk, they can outline it perfectly. What it stops them from doing is caring about the risk. That's why you can drive around drunk at high speed in a car, which is a really stupid thing to do. It's fun, like so many things. It's like jumping off a cliff. True until the last 1/10 of a second. It's like then you're not flying.
All together now.
Alcohol is an interesting drug. Alcohol, it's a hell of a drug. Alcohol, it's a great drug. But the problem is, it's a great drug.
Whoa!
Alcohol is an interesting drug. Alcohol, it's a hell of a drug. Alcohol, it's a great drug. But the problem is, there's consequences.
Consequences, baby. You already know. Number 31, Jordan B. Peterson's drinking song. We're into the 30s now, baby, and we're gonna kick off the 30s at number 30. That would be, it would be rude to do anything else. This is one of them bangers. We got bangers.
I believe that most human beings are only living at about 40% of their capability. The mind has a governor, like a car. If you're driving a car and the car has a governor on it, the car may say 130 miles an hour, but the governor's set for 91. Once that governor sets in, you get to 91, that car starts doing this. The car wants to go. The car wants to go, but that fucking factory said, we're not going past 91. We have a factory, a nice governor in our brain, and it's a survival mechanism. It protects us from pain and suffering. The second we feel that shit, our mind says, oh no, this isn't fun. We should back off. We should sit down, find something more comfortable. And there's something about the mind. The mind has the tactical advantage over you at all times. At all times of your life, the mind has a tactical advantage over you. Why is that? It knows what you're afraid of. It knows your insecurities. It knows your deep, dark lies. And it starts to push you away from that shit. It pushes you in a direction that is comfortable. The mind controls everything. The mind controls everything. The mind controls everything. So what I realized was that when I was growing up and I was 300 pounds and I got all fat and I got all insecure, I realized that my mind kept taking me in this direction. When things got uncomfortable for me, when I was facing my insecurities, I was facing my fears, my mind said, oh no, we got the tactical advantage. We need to get you, separate you from this feeling. Your life's all about feelings. We want the happy feeling. We don't want that feeling of this sucks. Why am I here? So you can't answer those questions, so you leave. I started realizing that if in that moment you can answer those fucked up questions and you are now in charge of your brain versus your brain ruling you, that's where all that stuff comes from. So the 40% rule is all of that. When you get to 40%, your brain says, we're done. The mind controls everything. We're done. The mind controls everything. Let's roll, man. This is starting to get painful. This is uncomfortable. The mind controls everything. We're done. The mind controls everything. Let's roll, man. This is starting to get painful. This is uncomfortable. So you sit down. You have to figure out ways, and everybody's different. We all have these things about 5 steps to this and 4 steps to this. It's a lot more than that. That's all bullshit. It's a practice that you have. It's a habit. So if you know that at 40% I'm feeling pain. At 40% I'm feeling pain. That's where the 40% rule kicks in. Now it starts. Okay, I'm feeling pain. My mind's saying all this shit to me. It's saying get out of here, run, flee. The fight or flight kicks in. Okay, we're done. We're not good enough. It starts telling you all these things. You start to believe it. Because the mind controls all. This is the time where you have to gain control back of your mind. It's okay. Let me see if I can go 45%. And once you start giving yourself more and more hope, and start realizing, okay, the mind starts to be, okay, what are you doing? We're supposed to be going right, and you're going left. You start then controlling your mind. Start finding
what up, Doe?
In yourself, and then it goes from 40% to a lot further than that. But that's the start of it, though. Get to the spot where your mind is saying stop. Wherever that is, you gotta get there first, and then that's when that shit starts to work for you. You gotta control yourself in that moment. The mind controls everything. We're done. The mind controls everything. Let's roll, man. This is starting to get painful. This is uncomfortable. The mind controls everything. It's saying get out of here. Run. The mind controls everything. God, we're not good enough. It starts telling you all these things. That's all bullshit.
We're into the 30s now. Number 30, The Governor with David Goggins. Number 29, O Tannenbaum. Lo-fi edit, that Christmas music is shooting back up the charts. It's that time of year when people really enjoy that Akira the Don lo-fi Christmas music, and who am I to blame them? It is a beautiful thing. Speaking of beautiful things, one of my computers just had a big fatal crash, and it's now back alive. All in the time it took to play that song. We were able to navigate those waters. How about that? Big up Insight of the Ages. Good to see you, my guy. Thank you for the support. Says, love you, brother. Appreciate the consistency. Consistency over everything. Discipline gets things done. Can of worms. Akira, what do you have to say for all the anime haters out there? I don't know, baby. What's an anime hater? Is that someone who's arbitrarily decided that an entire medium, it's an entire galaxy of artistic expression, is something that they're gonna live without. That is their loss. I feel bad for them. I guess I could pray for them. But I mean, there are so many things that need praying for. I do feel bad for them, man. But what you gonna do? You know? What you gonna do? You know what I mean? You can't fix anyone else. You know what I mean? You can't be worrying about what other people do with their lives either, you know what I mean? It's their lives, I think. Is them being culturally bereft impacting your life? More anime for me. Hey, number 28, clean up your room. A Meaningwave classic.
Akira.
Woo!
He's got clout.
What up, Mute Barbecue?
Towards something.
What up, Anshel Pitt? He says, I loved it. I teared up a little.
Round in circles, and then you suffer.
Yeah.
And so do people around you. It's not a
God bless.
Orient yourself towards something. You have to figure out what it is. What will work for you? What goal would justify the suffering of your life? Start trying to piece that together. You're going to get better at it. Start trying to piece that together. You're going to get better at it. But it's a personal process, so you need a personal place to stand, because otherwise you're going to be handed a place to stand on a plate. And it may be one that makes you a puppet of someone else's goals.
Yeah.
So I would say, what are the processes? Well, I think what I've recommended to people is
all together now.
Clean up your room. 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 Clean up your room.
I was on the Atlas Society podcast the other day. If anyone saw that, shout out to you. And Jagny of the Atlas Society, which is an organization dedicated to propagating the work and ideas of Ayn Rand. She was saying that she discovered me at some kind of, was it yoga? Some kind of like yoga thing in like Malibu.
Clean up your room.
And they were playing this. And she was like, holy cow, what on earth is this? This is amazing. I do like the idea of
what to do next.
Clean up your room, sort of drifting out at a nice posh yoga retreat in Malibu.
Clean up your room.
Clean up your room. How is your room clean? Here's a question for you, Wave Rider. Hey, Wave Rider, is your room clean?
Clean up your room.
I can say my room is clean. Not that there isn't things to be fixed in here. This is a new studio. We just moved in. There is stuff to be fixed here.
Clean up your room.
There's a wire right there.
Clean up your room.
You know, there's a wire. Where's my camera? I don't know if you can see it.
Your room.
It's just hanging there, you know, and it's not good for a wire to just be hanging. I've got to sort out this wire. Look at this. There's a step ladder in shot. That's no good. Look, see, there's a wire hanging there, and there's a step ladder there. Not good enough. It's not quite chaos, but it's not quite order either, is it?
Clean up your room.
Mute Barbecue says, I heard your Alan Watts music at my state fair in their Butterfly Pavilion. How nice. JD says, my room is a dump because I'm rebuilding my PC.
Clean up your room.
Living room is spotless, however.
Clean up your room.
Proud of you. Clean up your room. Clean up your room.
You'll know what to do next.
And so I might introduce what I'm going to say, saying it from different points of view. For example, if you're interested in communications, it will be the problem of feedback. Or if I may put it in theological terms, How does man follow the will of God if the will of man is perverse? The theologians say, you cannot do this without having divine grace or the power to follow the will of God. How then do you get grace? Why is grace given to some and not to others?
There is no hope in time. Everything is going to get worse in time. Because, as you know, it does. We all fall apart in the end. Everything falls apart. Institutions, buildings, nations, it all crumbles. And people say, well, that's an awfully pessimistic philosophy. Well, is it? Well, is it? I would rather say that the people who have hope in the future are the miserable people. Because they're like donkeys, chasing carrots that are dangled before their noses from sticks attached to their collars. And they pursue in vain. Always hoping.
Always hoping.
Tomorrow will be the great thing.
Will be the great thing. Will be the great thing. Always hoping that tomorrow will be the great thing. Will be the great thing.
The great thing. If, looking at it from another way, we push technology to its furthest possible development, and we had, instead of a dial telephone on one's desk, a more complex system of buttons, and one touch beep would give you anything you want. Aladdin's lamp. You would eventually have to introduce a button labeled the prize. You gotta get after it. Surprise. Because all perfectly known futures, as I pointed out, are past. They have happened. Virtually. It is only the true future is a surprise. It is only the true future is a surprise.
Yo, speaking of buttons, smash that like button, by Jove. Surprise that like button.
So if you were God,
The ferocity of your smash.
you would say to yourself, man, get lost. And it's strange that this idea is obscurely embedded in the Christian tradition, when in the Epistle to the Philippians, St. Paul speaks of God the Son, the Logos, the Word of God, who is incarnate in Christ, and says, let this mind be in you which was also in Christ Jesus, who being in the form of God, thought not equality with God a thing to be clung to, but made himself of no reputation, and humbled himself, and was found in fashion as a man, and became obedient to death. Same idea.
Hey.
Same idea as the idea of the dream. That very far out dream. Same idea as the idea of the dream. That very far out dream. Same idea as the idea of the dream. That very far out dream. Same idea as the idea of the dream. Getting as extreme as you can get. As you can get. As you can get. Woo! And so this then is the basis.
If you were God.
View of the universe and of man. The Hindu looks upon the universe as a drama.
The Westerner, of course, looks upon the universe as a construct, as something made. And it is not therefore insignificant that Jesus was the son of a carpenter.
Ooh. Little Alan Watts section in there. We had, what was there? Do we go? 28 Clean Up Your Room with Jordan Peterson, then 27 Mind Over Mind from How to Be a Better Person album. Then we had Always Hoping, which I believe was from Dreams, and If You Were God, also from Dreams at 25. 24. Christmas Time is here, Charlie Brown. Woo! Who is excited for Christmas? I am. I know my son is. I know my wife is. We haven't got a tree yet. My homie, as I mentioned before, imports trees from the north of Mexico. He has very good trees. He said that they were coming in on the 1st. He would bring me one. The 1st was halfway through. No tree. I messaged him. I said, "Donde está mi árbol? Donde está mi árbol?" Anyway, in typical Mexican fashion, the árboles are going to be in on Monday or something like that. They're quite chill about stuff over here. Yeah. He actually, no, he had some of the short árboles, the árboles pequeños. But I need an árbol grandes, una alto, superior, no inferior. So anyway, God willing, we will have our árbol on lunes, that is Monday. And then we can really get in the vibe. But you know, Christmas has started. Obviously, I get into Christmas early because I made the Christmas album. I usually make that sort of towards the end of October. Start getting in the vibe early. You know, the elf on the shelf, Tiddles is his name. He arrived. He's moving around the house, bearing gift to Ferrero Rocher for little Hercules. Hercules is very happy about this. It's a time of heroes, Christmas. It's a time to be the hero. Be the Christmas hero in your life. Be that Christmas hero and bring Christmas. Manifest Christmas in your own life.
You have to be the hero of your own story.
Number 23, Dr. Joseph Rogan. Be the hero.
You have to be the hero of your own story. And you can do that. 90% of it is just showing up. Get there and start working. Like, you're not gonna feel perfect every day.
Perfect.
Gotta be those days you push through. This is what I want you to do. Write down what you would like to fix about your life. If you're 30 pounds overweight, you wanna lose 30 pounds? Do it the right way. Write down what you eat. Exercise every day. Force yourself to do it. The brain is the general, the troops are the body, and you get up and you do it. And then you get to write it down. You know, you're doing what you gotta do to get by, but ultimately you're not respecting yourself. I think we all have a certain amount of appreciation and respect for hero figures. We all look at the guy who never lies, always does the right thing, and fucking helps everybody out, and that's the John Wayne character, you know, that's the ultimate hero. The ultimate hero. You have to be the hero of your own story. And you can do that. You have to be the hero of your own story. And you can do it.
Number 22.
You know, when people think of the word mind control, they think of controlling other people's minds. And when I think about mind control, I I think about controlling your own mind. Because while I am obviously a physical person and I embrace physicality, we are our minds. What it means and where the you actually is and whether there's a soul or a brain or whatever, or your heart or some other conjured up place. This is what I know. Is that your mind, the thing that is listening and comprehending these words right now, that is you. And that thing.
Wave emojis in the chat if you be exercising that mind control on yourself. You are. 5-piece poet, what's up? Says your guitar riffs are DMT. I agree. How about that?
Of course, he's amazing. Proactive and aggressive are similar, and they are both good. You certainly have to be proactive in the world. You want to be dictating what happens, not responding to it. And yes, that means creating or controlling a situation as much as you can, but being aggressive. That means you are ready to attack. As I always point out, this doesn't mean you walk around with your chest puffed out, ready to bang heads with everyone around you. It doesn't mean you confront people physically or mentally head on without a tactically superior plan. It doesn't mean you go straight forward into conflict without thought and without reason. It doesn't mean you engage in attrition warfare. No, that is almost never smart. Default aggressive. You are going to get after it.
Whoa!
You are going to move fast. You are going to think fast. You are going to outthink and outmaneuver
the enemy.
Default aggressive. You are going to get after it. You are going to move fast. You are going to think fast. You are going to outthink and outmaneuver the enemy.
Yo, come on. Default aggressive. And number 21, Jocko. Number 20, we're in the top 20 now. We're in the top 20 now, and at number 20. So I love how these things cluster together. The angry, spiky guitar riff boys have all clustered around this area.
Everybody's different. Everybody's similar, but everybody's different. And your attitude has a giant effect, not just on your life, but on other people's lives around you. That's the other thing about it. Those I can't catch a break guys, get them the fuck away from me. I can't be around those guys. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Get them the fuck away from me. Get them the fuck away from me. Get them the fuck away from me. I don't want to hear that shit.
Nah.
Get them the fuck away from me. Get them the fuck away from me. Fuck away from me.
I don't want to hear that shit.
I don't buy it. Because everybody has bad breaks. I've had a shit ton of bad breaks. But you know what I did? Stayed up. Woo. And I thought through it. And I figured out what the fuck I did wrong. And then I went back. It's like, I fucked up everything I've ever done 100 times. There's no other way to do it.
But you gotta realize when you have those shitty breaks what that is.
It's an opportunity for you to reassess, reboot, get better, figure out another way, find another way through. It's just challenges. And the people that look at those challenges and go, why was have these challenges? They're cancer.
Cancer!
Those people are dangerous to be around. They will rob you of your enthusiasm. They don't give you any fuel. They're the opposite of fuel. The fuel people kicking ass. People that are out there just fucking hustling. Always getting things done.
Always getting things done. Fuck up.
My friend Jocko, every morning I'll check his Instagram page, 4:30, shows a picture of his watch. Get after it. Get after it. You gotta get after it. He's out there working out 4:30 in the morning. He does it every fucking morning.
Why?
Because Because he doesn't want to. And that's how you do it. You go and get after it, don't make any excuses. And those kind of guys are fuel. Woo. But those I can't catch a break guys, they're the opposite of fuel. They're just pissing on your fire. They're no fun.
Get them
the fuck away from me. I can't be around those guys.
Cannot be around them.
I don't want to hear that shit.
I
don't want to hear that shit.
I don't.
Get them the fuck away from me.
Get them
the fuck away from me.
Get them
the fuck away from me.
I don't want to
hear that shit.
Yeah.
Get them the fuck away from me.
Get them
the fuck away from me.
Get them
the fuck away from me. I don't want to hear that shit.
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 Get them the fuck away from me.
First thing, but when a revolution happens, they take over the radio stations because they want to get right into
We in the top 20 now, baby.
Of the people.
Every second counts.
It's words. You ever heard Akira the Dawn? Just press play.
Go.
Rome wasn't built. The dead. We all know that. Everyone hears that. But Rome also didn't fall apart overnight.
Either.
It took hundreds of years for Rome to reach its peak, but it also took time, hundreds of years, for Rome to decay and fall apart. And that is representative of life. You don't achieve worthwhile goals quickly or easily.
They take time.
They take struggle. They take relentless pursuit.
Day in and day out.
That's what it takes. And that's why.
Whoa! I say.
You've got to pay attention.
You have to
watch every single second. Every single second.
What?
Every second counts. 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 Every second counts.
Whoa!
Every second counts. Every second counts. Also,
we're counting down the MEANINGWAVE Top 50. The 50 most streamed songs on DSPs, that's digital streaming platforms. In the past 4 weeks, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, all that.
A little wearing down of
Will your favorites show up? Make your predictions for what remains in the top 20. Who you're expecting to see? Any new entries? Who's in number 1? Who's in number 5? Have you smashed the like yet? If you're here, if you've not yet, nuke the like. Do me a favor. Do yourself a favor.
That's why.
Do your juicy.
Gotta pay attention.
Come on!
That's why I say
you gotta pay attention.
You have to watch
every
single second.
Todos pinches segundas.
Because every second counts. 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 Every second counts.
Every second counts.
Once said that if you were growing up in this generation, that you would have a field day because you would take their souls. What do you mean by that?
18.
The younger generation quits. Not everybody. So I gotta put it. People get their butt hurt. So not everybody. Most of this generation quits the second they get talked to. It's so easy to be great nowadays. Most people are weak. This is a softened generation. So if you have any mental toughness, any ability, if you have any fraction of self-discipline, the ability to not want to do it but still do it. And I hate to run. And what makes me so crazy, people go, well, why do you run if you hate it? What are you talking about? I don't want to take showers and eat either. I hate that too. That's life, man.
That's life, man.
It wasn't until I changed that mentality that I became somebody. I hated going to school, so guess what? I was dumb as shit.
1 + 1 is 2.
But if you can get through to doing things that you hate to do,
on the other side is
greatness. 1 + 1 is 2. But if you can get through to doing things that you hate to do, on the other side is greatness. On the other side is greatness. 1
this one is too. But if you can get through to doing things that you hate to do, on the other side is greatness.
On the other side is great.
On the other side is greatness. Number 18, that's featuring David Goggins from the album Goggins. New entry. Number 17, Have Yourself a Merry Love High Christmas. And shit, why not? Isaac Schultz is hoping to see The Mob with Douglas Murray in the top 20. Jado says maybe do a top 50 of the year closer to New Year's Eve. We are planning that. Like I said earlier, a lot of top 50s planned. Primarily because I got this lovely logo and all these variations of colors and shit. Thanks to our friend Jake. So yeah, you know, MEANINGWAVE top 50 of the year, top 50 songs, top 50 albums, top 50 featured voices. Since there's over 100 voices in the MEANINGWAVE universe already, can you believe that? Isaac Schultz is hoping to see Ayahuasca by Graham Hancock. That's a banger right there. Goggins Wave, LFG. You don't know me, son. Free Consciousness, what's up? 5-Piece Poet says, congratulations on the numbers, the great things that you do. Alan Watts and We Don't Know Nothing by Terence McKenna, both MEANINGWAVE classics. Will we see them in the top 20? Woo! Getting in the vibe. It's the most wonderful time. Yeah. Wow. A very appropriate anime here. Woo! Where are we at now? We're getting close to the top 20, top 10 even. We're at number 16. Welcome back, Alan Watts.
And so that is a nice little tangle. If I put this in the language of Oriental philosophy and religion, it would be something like this. The Buddha said that wisdom must come only from the abandonment of selfish craving or desire. The Buddha said that wisdom must come only from the abandonment of selfish craving or desire. One who abandons that desire attains nirvana, which is supreme peace, liberation. Nirvana means in Sanskrit, blow out. Is exhale the breath. Exhale the breath. The opposite, desire, is to breathe in. Now if you breathe in and hold it, you lose your breath. But if you breathe out, it comes back to you. It comes back to you. The Buddha said that wisdom must come only from the abandonment of selfish craving or desire. The Buddha said that wisdom must come only from the abandonment
La canción favorita de Cindy Bailey.
or desire.
Disfrutas.
These our actors, as I foretold you, are all spirits, and are melted into air, into the thin air. And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great earth itself,
The Buddha said
shall dissolve.
with Alan Watts. Number 16 from What's Wave 2, How to Be a Better Person.
Leave not a
Number
rabbit.
15, Our Revels Are Now Ended. Leave not a wreck behind.
What separates me from a lot of people?
We are such thing as dreams are made of.
A daunting task, and the task is overwhelming.
Here we go.
Akira.
Number 14.
I heard the pull-up record was 4,020 pull-ups, and I was talking about breaking this record. People are like, oh my God. I went right to a pen and paper. What are you doing?
I'm doing the math, man. I'm doing the math, man. What are you talking about? I'm doing the math, man. I'm open-minded to the fact that, okay, if I do 5 pull-ups in a minute for so many hours, I can get so many pull-ups in. Woo! How much time do I have to rest? I was breaking the math down. You have to be open-minded to the possibilities that I can do this. Once you shut your mind down, there's no way it can happen. So that's why I know that if you're in a fight, you have to attack. You have to keep attacking. The enemy has to know he is not going to give up. The enemy has to know he is not going to give up. You must break the soul, whatever the fuck is in front of you. 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 The enemy has to know he is not going to give up. You must break the soul, whatever the fuck is in front of you.
The point is this, that human consciousness is at the same time as being a form of awareness and sensitivity and understanding. It's also a form of ignorance. The ordinary everyday consciousness that we have leaves out more than it takes in. The ordinary everyday consciousness that we have leaves out more than it takes in.
Does complacency come with age? Do I have them?
Oh man, we're bearing down fast on that top 10. Number 13, Ordinary Everyday Consciousness with Alan Watts.
Back.
Number 12 with Jocko.
Not happening.
FIGHT.
Hear that? I'm over 40, I'm pushing 50, whatever. Bring it. Back off.
Back up.
Negative. Not happening.
Are you?
In fact,
are you kidding?
Open it up.
Huh.
I'm training harder. Eating cleaner. I'm training more. I'm learning and reading and studying more now than I ever have in my whole life. Do I get dinged up? Of course I do.
Yeah, I got a bit dinged up.
Some injuries?
Yep.
You know what?
I got a bit dinged up on Thursday night. I'm still slightly dinged now.
Deal with them.
Deal with them.
You know what? You know what I hear? I hear the clock ticking. That's what I hear. And the end is nigh. And time waits for no man.
Ticking clock. With everything you got. Everything you got. Yo, declare war on that thing. Tick, tick, fuck off. I'm in a cave somewhere. Somewhere in a meaning cave.
Fourth, and he's got a machine gun in one hand and a grenade in the other hand, and he's waiting for me.
Yeah, we waiting, baby. Whoa!
And we're gonna meet.
Whoa!
The enemy.
The enemy. When I wake up in the morning and I don't know why,
I'm thinking about the enemy.
we in the top 10 now. Number 11. From the Path album, The Enemy, Jocko Willink. And number 10.
Akira.
Goggins is back. Slowly but surely. Goggins be taking over. Slowly but surely. Number 10.
Because I'm gonna say the exact opposite of what today's world is saying. So we read a bunch of books nowadays. As humans, we want to find out how to be someone else. What we don't do is we don't go inside. So literally turn yourself inside out. Like we're writing a book every day of our lives.
Yep.
But we never read that book.
No.
You have to look inside of yourself to see what you really want. What are you passionate about? Use these words and these little phrases of only the strong survive and all this other crap. They're all just fucking words. I get so tired of hearing people just talking. Like right now, someone may think Goggins is just talking. You don't know me. So when I speak from passion. I speak from experience. I speak from suffering.
Yeah.
The only way you're ever going to get to the other side of this journey is you have got to
suffer. To grow.
To grow, you must suffer.
Facts, baby.
I speak from suffering.
Impose suffering on the like button.
Some people will get it, and some people won't.
Some people won't.
But they have to see what their journey is to start their journey. Several people live to be 100 years old. They have great lives. And they have great kids. Their kids go to college, all sorts of stuff. But somewhere in their life, there was a point where they had a decision to make. They can go left or right on this path. They can go left or right on this path. Left was the easy route. A lot of people take the easy route. And they had a good life that way, but the better life was going to. And you may have 20 years of pain and suffering to get past it, but a lot of us die never truly starting our journey. So you gotta start your journey. It may suck, but it will come out the other side where you're coasting.
I speak from suffering.
I speak from suffering. The only way you're ever going to get to the other side of this journey is you have got to suffer. To grow. To grow, you must suffer. I speak from suffering.
Whoa.
From suffering.
I speak from suffering, number 10. We into the 10. We count down the official Meaning Wave Top 50, the 50 most streamed songs in the Meaning Wave universe in the past month. This is brought to you, this stream is brought to you and sponsored by MEANINGWAVE.com because happiness is a side effect of meaning. Head on over to MEANINGWAVE.com to keep abreast of all the latest Meaning Wave releases, streams, apparel, merch, lyrics. We got the lyrics for every single song up in here that is useful. You can download the music in the form of digital bundles, which will cost you at least half of what it does in other manners. We got vinyl and CDs and cassettes. We got a resources tab. People are always like, Akira the Dawn, how can I support Meaning Wave? You can go at meaningwave.com, hit resources and support Meaningwave. And there we have PayPal, Patreon, Bitcoin, ETH, Venmo, etc. links. Kashap. Shit, we even got sample packs. We got rare Akira the Dawn sample packs. Get Akira the Dawn drum sounds. Oh my goodness. Meaningwave.com. Happiness is a side effect of meaning. New entry at number 9. Ha, Santa. This is, of course, the instrumental version of Obviously Santa Claus Exists, featuring Jonathan Pajou. If anyone ever succumbs to you being like, oh yeah, Santa isn't real, first you must laugh at them. You must laugh at their folly. Laugh at their folly. You must always meet the ludicrous with mocking. What up, Kyle? Says, hey Akira, I listened to your music for the first time at the start of COVID 3 years ago, and I do not exaggerate, I've been listening since then. Thank you for connecting me to life-giving words that I would not have discovered otherwise had I not been for you putting them into music. Hey! It is an honor and a privilege. Thank you for being here, Kyle, and it's good to see you. Bienvenidos.
When I was a child, I believed in Santa Claus. When I was a child, I believed in the Tooth Fairy. But then one day I grew up and I realized that Santa Claus doesn't exist. I realized that the Tooth Fairy doesn't exist. And in the same manner, one day I grew up and I realized that God doesn't exist.
Folly.
I've always found that line of argumentation rather funny because to me it seems completely absurd to say Santa Claus doesn't exist because obviously Santa Claus exists. There are Santa Clauses everywhere at Christmas. There are guys who dress up as Santa Claus. There are Santa Claus decoration, ornaments. We have stories, we have songs, we have all these things which celebrate Santa Claus. It is patently absurd to say that Santa Claus does not exist. Obviously, Santa Claus exists. Obviously, Santa Claus exists.
Obviously, Santa Claus exists. Ha, Santa at number 9. Number 8, we got a brand new entry. Brand new entry at number 8.
Akira.
Strange memories on this nervous night in Las Vegas. Has it been 5 years? 6? It seems like a lifetime. The kind of peak that never comes again. San Francisco in the middle 60s was a very special time and place to be a part of. But no explanation. No mix of words or music or memories can touch that sense of knowing that you were there and alive. In that corner of time in the world. Whatever it meant. There was madness in any direction. At any hour, you could strike sparks anywhere. There was a fantastic universal sense that whatever we were doing was right. That we were winning. And that, I think, was that. That sense of inevitable victory over the forces of old and evil. Not in any mean or military sense. We didn't need that. Our energy would simply prevail. We had all the momentum, crest of a high and beautiful wave. So now, less than 5 years later, you can go up on a steep hill in Las Vegas and look west. And with the right kind of eyes, you can almost see the high water mark. That place where the wave finally broke and rolled back.
Wow, amazing. A brand new entry.
So also music.
At number 8 there for the high water mark.
Kind of
Featuring Hunter S. Thompson is read by Johnny Depp.
because you don't either play
From the Fear and Loathing
to reach
in Las Vegas.
the nation,
Book
you dance to reach a
and movie film.
the floor.
It was released on DSPs this month finally.
Self that is important. Music. It is
Number 7.
itself that is important.
Woo!
Music. It is the doing of it.
Yoga Max says, I bet the bottom 50 Meaning Wave songs are fire too. That's a good idea.
Music.
The bottom 50 Meaning Wave songs. That's a great idea. I think we're going to do that stream.
That is important.
Just to prove that point.
Music. It is the doing of it itself that is important. Because after all, if the object of music were to gain a certain destination, those orchestras that played fastest would be considered the best. The best.
Akira.
Dancing and music, more than other arts, represent the nature of this world. The nature of this world. That it is playful, that it is sport. That it may be sincere, but is definitely not serious. And as G.K. Chesterton well put it once, the angels fly because they take themselves lightly.
Music!
It is the doing of it itself
that is important. Music!
It is the doing of it itself that is important. Music.
It is the doing of it itself that is important. Hey.
Music.
The angels fly because they take themselves lightly. The angels fly because they take themselves lightly. The angels fly because they take themselves lightly.
Number 7. Music with Alan Watts. Number 6. Discipline gets things done.
The one thing that discipline definitely does help you with, it helps you get things done. And when you get things done, when you actually do things, you have more success.
Yeah.
Part of success is just not being fucking lazy and just doing it.
Doing it.
90%
Doing it.
going up. Get there and start working. Like, you're not gonna feel perfect every day. If I only worked out when I felt good, I'd be a fat fuck. Because there's a lot of days I don't want to do it. I mean, it's pretty much the same with everybody that actually gets good at something. There's got to be those days you push through. They're probably going to be more numerous than the days you don't. And so the benefit of discipline in my eyes has always been that through discipline, I get things done. I'm like the most lazy, disciplined person I know because I don't want to do it. Through discipline, I get things done.
Wave emojis in the chat.
Goes to work. Through discipline, I get things done.
Dr. Joseph Rogan.
I also
and Jocko.
That discipline is a pathway to creativity. When you're on the battlefield, is an absolute exercise in creativity. How are we going to attack them? How are we going to disorganize them? How are we going to get in their heads
That's all just massive creativity. And when I look at people that are artists, I would imagine the more disciplined you are, you gotta write stuff down, you gotta read, you gotta increase your vocabulary so that you are quicker and sharper, so that when people are saying things, you have more words to battle back at them. All those things, all that freedom that you get on stage comes from the discipline. You study, you learn, you read, you write, you talk, you go through things. Is that an accurate statement?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Discipline, I get things done. The pro goes to work. Through discipline, I get things done.
You can't see that.
This is what I do.
I just checked in on this on Instagram. This song is being used on 44.6 thousand reels.
Through discipline, I get things done.
44.6 thousand reels. I have no idea how many streams.
Doesn't matter if you're sick.
That is there.
You're a pro.
There's an awful lot of people working out, basically, and doing stuff like swimming with dolphins.
Count. It says,
that's crazy.
That work, gems blossom. But you might have a day where you just write nothing but dog shit. So what? Show up again tomorrow. And tomorrow, out of that dog shit, a flower will emerge.
Through discipline, I get things done. The pro goes to work.
A lady with giant fake cans swimming with a fish.
This is what I do.
Using this music. Shouts out to you.
Through discipline, I get things done. The pro
goes to work. Through discipline, I get things done.
This is what I do.
This is what I do. Number 5. This, interestingly, I believe the last two songs' popularity is partly powered by their use in Reels and TikToks and things. Pretty sure this one is in a number.
In a certain kind of awareness that makes us neglectful. You see, we specialize in more or less briefly concentrated pinpoint attention. We look at this and we look at that. And we select from all the things we might possibly be aware of, only certain things. And as a result of that, we leave out of our everyday consciousness one amazing beauty of experience that we never see at all. And on the other hand, the very deep thing, the sense of our basic identity, unity with, oneness with the total process of being. See, because we are staring, as it were, at certain features of the landscape, we don't see the background. And because we get fascinated with, I could go into details of this shell, as I said, and put myself in the mind of a conch or whatever it is that lives in this thing. And to say, it's not so hot, that one. Like that, see? And so, I wouldn't see the whole thing. But when I look at it like this, when anybody looks at it like that, we say, oh my God, isn't that gorgeous? Oh my God, isn't that gorgeous? Oh my God, isn't that gorgeous? Oh my God, isn't that gorgeous?
Oh my God, isn't that gorgeous with Alan Watts?
Oh my God, isn't that gorgeous?
And that also is being used in an awful lot of people's Instagram reels. 42.4 thousand of those. Completely different to the other one, which is lots of people working out. This is lots of people sort of drawing and painting and looking at scenery and climbing mountains and petting lions and all sorts of things.
Oh my God. God, isn't that
So it just goes to show, if you got a favorite Meaning Wave song and you want that to show up in the
oh my God, isn't that
in the official Meaning Wave charts, one way of achieving that dream might be to use it in your videos on the internet, and then other people might start copying you, and then next thing you know, your favorite Meaning Wave song is riding high in the Meaning Wave charts.
oh my God, isn't that gorgeous? Oh my God, isn't that gorgeous?
Number 5, oh my God. Oh my God, isn't that gorgeous? And it really is.
With that voice that a lot of us like to run away from, we all have.
Number 4, it's Goggins.
Voice that say, hey man, you know, you're kind of wimping out right now. You're kind of being a little punk right now. A lot of us say, okay, that's okay. It's okay to tell these little white lies to ourselves. So we first have to face the real you. The real me is David Goggins. See, is a guy looking at you now saying, I don't want to fucking be on this show right now because I used to stutter as a kid. And I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid that here in a second, I'm gonna start fucking stammering and stuttering, and the whole world's gonna know that I have all these issues. But that's when I see right now, okay, Goggins, you gotta go on this fucking show. That's Goggins. Goggins is saying, okay, David Goggins, you're a punk. Life made you this way. We can't live like this. We can't live in fear. We can't live in judgment. We can't be afraid of what the fuck people right now are looking at me saying about me. We cannot be afraid of that. That's Goggins. Goggins saying, fuck all of you who don't like me, who don't want it. And that person then comes in. But you have to be David Goggins and say, man, I'm afraid of this. I'm fucked up here. Life made me this way here. Stutter. I have these issues with reading and writing, and I'm fat and I'm insecure. You have to face that in that dark room. In that dark room is who you are. But in that dark room is where you have to create another human being that walks out of that dark room to face who you are. That's Goggins. That's Goggins. That's Goggins. That's Goggins. Only way you're gonna get over all those things.
That's Goggins right there. Is this the first time Goggins has hit the top 5? He's just been like stealthily just increasing his presence. Month after month after month, just
cracking out Goggins. Almost like that Superman cape, like I'm coming out a different person, a person that doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Let me tell you, here's something, right? Let me tell you something. The reason this particular song has gone as high as it has is partly because it got put on, someone put it on their playlist. This is a human being, a regular human being, just put it on their personal playlist.
You want to be better?
And then their personal playlist blew up. And this song was on that personal playlist, and then loads of other people started finding this song on that playlist and putting it on their playlist, and this song started blowing up.
We want to be.
On Spotify, this is. And I was like, I wanted to find out the guy who'd done this and thank him, you know, because I appreciate when people do shit like that. And so we looked into the guy, and it was only one playlist of his that had blown up. All the others had 3 followers, like him and his girlfriend or what have you. Anyway, we tried to hunt this guy down. And turns out the guy is currently on active service. He's in the military, and he's like off somewhere in the military, and is currently uncontactable. He basically made this playlist and then dipped. And in his absence, while he's off in active service, his playlist is blown up. Like I always say, you're more powerful than you think. You can just straight up just make a playlist and just blow something up. It's crazy. Number 4, Goggins. Number 3. It's Jocko.
Akira.
He's got clout.
If you could have a gigantic billboard anywhere with anything on it, what would it say? And why?
¿Por qué?
I guess my mantra is a very simple one. Discipline equals freedom.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so to the gentleman who put that song on his playlist, I'd like to say thank you for sharing the music. Thank you for your service. Yeah. Equals. Equals.
The answer is discipline. You want more free time? Follow a more disciplined time management system.
We counting down the official MEANINGWAVE Top 50, the most 50 streamed MEANINGWAVE songs.
Implement long-term financial discipline in your life.
Demolition Daddy, what's up? Says gets me pumped up at work. Construction job.
Free to move how you want.
Nice one.
To be freed.
Appreciate you. Shouts out to everybody locked in. We in the end game now.
Discipline to eat healthy food and consistently work out.
That's it. Hey.
We all want freedom.
Hey.
Discipline is the only way to get it.
Whoa.
Discipline
Equals freedom. Equals freedom. Equals freedom. Equals freedom. Equals freedom. Equals freedom. Equals
discipline.
Equals. 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 Equals.
Setbacks, failures,
Number 2.
defeat, or other disasters.
I actually have a fairly simple way of dealing with these situations. It is actually one word to deal with all those situations. And that is good. And this is actually something that one of my guys that worked for me pointed out to me. He would call me up or pull me aside with some major problem, some issue that was going on. And he'd say, boss, we got this and that and the other thing. And I'd look at him and I'd say, good. One day he was telling me about some issue that he was having. He said, I already know what you're going to say. And I said, well, what am I going to say?
You said you're going to say.
You're going to say good.
Whoa. You're going to say. You're gonna say,
good.
You're gonna say, every second counts.
You're gonna say good.
Every second counts. Every second counts.
You're gonna say good.
Every second counts. Every second.
You're gonna say good.
Every second counts. Every second.
That's what you always say. When something is wrong and going bad, you always just
Jocko emojis in the chat. I want to see a wall of Jockos. I want to be terrified. I want to see so many Jockos. I never want to see a Jocko again.
And I mean it.
Oh, they have Jocko emojis in the chat.
When things are going bad, there's going to be some good that's going to come from it. Woo. Oh, mission got canceled?
Good.
We can focus on the other one. Didn't get the new high-speed gear we wanted. Good.
Hey.
We can keep it simple. Didn't get promoted.
Good.
More time to get better. Didn't get funded.
Good.
We own more of the company. Didn't get the job you wanted.
Good.
You can get more experience and build a better resume.
You're gonna say good.
You're gonna say good. You're gonna say good. You're gonna say good. 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 You're gonna say good.
Every second. Every second counts. Every second counts. Every second counts. Every second counts. Yeah, baby, number 2. Every second counts, every second counts. Incredible. Fucking hell, my hair is a mess. Incredible. We've been counting down the official Meaning Wave Top 50, the 50 most streamed Meaning Wave tracks for the past month. I don't know how many artists you know can do that, can have a regular top 50. I don't know, you know what I mean? We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of incredible records. We release new music all the time. You know what I mean? We ain't fucking around. We ain't even slightly fucking around. And we ain't even slightly fucking around in 2024. You better believe it, baby. I had so many messages this week. It was the Spotify Wrapped. I'm still answering them all. I think it's thousands of messages of people because we had thousands and thousands and thousands of people. We were their most streamed thing, their number one artist. Listen to us more than anything else. And many of them sent me messages. And I just want to say, A, thank you, and B, you ain't seen nothing yet. In the words of Bachman Turner Overdrive, baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. Quackaroony says, soundtrack of my life, or what? Exactly. Every second counts. Yeah, make some noise. Thank you for being here. The Meaning Wave Top 50. And whose idea was it? I think we will do a bottom 50. We will count down the least streamed Meaning Wave tracks, and I bet they're all amazing. Of course they are. We don't do anything other than make amazing music over here. You guys don't do anything other than listen to amazing music. This is a pantheon of excellence. All them wave emojis in the chat. We're going to count down the full stream now. You ready? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, all right. Number 50, Get That Good Feeling with Dr. Joseph Rogan. And number 49, One Shot with Jocko Willink, future president of the United States of there. Number 48, Accountability Mirror with Goggins. 47, Don't Worry with Terence McKenna. At number 46, it's If with Jocko Willink. Number 45, Do Something with Dr. Joseph Rogan. Number 44, This Is It with Jocko Willink. Number 43 with Alan Watts is Why Have You Come Here. Number 42, Unbroken with Jocko. 41, Make It Beautiful with Dr. Jibba. Dr. Jibba in the house. Number 40, Go! At number 39, Just Go Through It with Theo Von and Jocko. Number 38, Time with Alan Watts. At number 37, I Feel Fine with Jocko. 36 is Warrior from the Goggins LP. 35 from the Dreams LP, it's Everybody Is God. Number 34 from the Dreams LP, it's Don't Do It. Number 33 from Lo-Fi Christmas 6, it's the Christmas song Lo-Fi. Number 32, Any Dream You Wanted, the opening song from What's Wave Dreams. Number 31 from JBP Wave Genesis, it's Jordan B. Peterson's Drinking Song. At number 30 from the Goggins LP, it's The Governor. At number 29 from Lo-Fi Christmas 2, it's O Tannenbaum. At number 28 from Genesis, it's Clean Up Your Room. Number 27 from How to Be a Better Person is Mind Over Mind with Alan Watts. Number 26, Always Hoping from the Dreams LP. Number 25, If You Were God, also from the very popular Dreams LP. At number 24, Christmas Time Is Here, it's Charlie Brown. I can't remember which one that was from. Number 23 is Be the Hero from the Experience album. Number 22 is Mind Control from The Path. 21, Default Aggressive from Get Some. Number 20, I Don't Want to Hear That from the Experience album. Number 19, Every Second Counts from Get Some. Number 18 from the Goggins LP, On the Other Side is Greatness. Number 17, Have Yourself a Very Lo-Fi Christmas from the Lo-Fi Christmas 2 LP. Number 16 from How to Be a Better Person is The Buddha Said. The Buddha Said. Took me a long time to work out how to spell Buddha correctly. I've got it down now. B-U-D-D-H-A. That's right. Not the other way around. Number 15, Our Revels Now Are Ended for the Dreams LP. 14, Taking Souls from the Goggins LP. 13, Ordinary Everyday Consciousness from the Web of Life. Part 1. Or is it Part 2? Part 1. 12, Fight from The Path. I Wake Up Early Thinking About the Enemy, also from The Path at number 11. Number 10 from the Goggins LP, it's from Suffering. At number 9, Heart Sansa. At number 8, it's a brand new entry, Akira the Don and Huntress Thompson, as read by Johnny Depp, The High Water Mark. Number 7, Music. The Angels Fly Because They Take Themselves Lightly, featuring Alan Watts. Number 6, Discipline Gets Things Done with Jocko and Joseph. Oh my God, isn't that gorgeous with Alan Watts at number 5. Number 4, Goggins by Goggins, from the Goggins LP. All Goggins in capitals. G-O-O-G-G-G-G, G-O-G-G-I-N-S. At number 3 is the Trifecta. Trifecta, we're in the top 3. Discipline Equals Freedom with Jocko Willink. At number 2, Good with Jocko Willink. At number 1, to those that have everything, more will be given. All right? Do you understand how that works? To those who have everything, more will be given. There must be discipline. Future President of the United States of America, Jocko Willink. MEANINGWAVE superstar. Modern day Marcus Aurelius. Perennial fixture at the top of the charts. Let's go.
Shortcut. The hack. And if you came here looking for that, you won't find it.
You won't find it!
The shortcut is a lie.
The hack doesn't get you there.
If you want to take the easy road, it won't take you to where you want to be. Stronger, smarter, faster, healthier, better. Free. To reach goals and overcome obstacles and be the best version of you possible will not happen by itself. Cutting corners, taking shortcuts, or looking for the easy way. There is no easy way. There is only hard work, late nights, early mornings, practice, rehearsal, repetition, study, sweat, blood, toil, frustration, and discipline.
Discipline. There must be discipline. Yeah. There must be discipline. Two million streams, 100,000, 3,217. 2.1 million streams on Spotify alone.
The root of all good.
This tune is similarly massive on YouTube. For some reason, it was not, and it just became our number 1 song on YouTube after not even being in the top 50 on YouTube. I don't know what happened on YouTube. This song just suddenly popped up just in the past couple weeks.
Discipline.
People do love discipline.
Excuses that say, not today, not now, I need a rest, I'll do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Discipline. So, you know, 2.1 million streams. Not far off a gold record. The way they work that out is a gold record, you need 500,000 sales. Because this is so weird they base it on this shit. Because people, they used to, you know, count records sold. Now they've got streams in there. Do you know how many streams counts as one sale? I don't know how the fuck they've worked this out. And you might want to think about the amount of times that when you used to buy an album back in the day, how many times you would play a song. One sale is equivalent to 1,500 streams, 1,500. 1,500. So to qualify for a gold record, you need on your song 750 million streams. 750 million streams. We probably will get to that. I mean, we definitely will get to that. Of course we will. Of course we will. This is the Meaning Wave universe. We've just been born. We're just getting going. We have so much glory ahead of us. Can you believe it? I'm so excited about what's coming in 2024 by Jove. I'm so excited about the new records that are coming out. The charts you're going to be listening to by Jove. And with that being said, we're going to get out of here. Thank you for hanging out this afternoon. If you've been able to hang out because we're streaming at a different time, that's wonderful. Glad to see you. Thank you for being here. If you want to support Meaning Wave, of course, head on over to meaningwave.com and help us confirm it's you. I don't know why it says that. I do know now why, because I was trying to go to Instagram and look at things. Anyway, go to meaningwave.com. You can check out stuff. You can buy merch. You can buy music. You can buy vinyl, CDs. You can also hit the resources tab and find the support link where you can make a donation via PayPal, Cash App, Patreon, Bitcoin, etc. We do not exist without your support, so thank you very much for those of you that do support. As always, you can find these streams on the audio feed if you like podcasts, wherever you podcast. And the streams that get yeeted for having copyrighted material in them, i.e. the great big epic DJ streams like we did last night, you can get those unmolested on Patreon, and channel members can download them too. Shouts out to you. Thank you to everyone that supports Meaning Wave. We'll be back tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow. And, you know, tomorrow is going to be a beautiful day. Every day is a beautiful day here in the Meaning Wave universe. Love to you and your family. God bless.